Hello, everybody, and welcome to our teacher interviews. My name is Grace. I'm the content operations specialist here. Today, I'm going to be interviewing Miss Stephanie Stout. Miss Stephanie has been a activity director on our site for a few months now. She has a degree in early childhood education, and she's currently pursuing her bachelor's in youth and child studies. So let's go over and let's let Miss Stephanie in.
Hi,
Hello, hello. How are you?
how are you?
I'm wonderful. Oh, I don't think your image is quite in yet.
Oh no. Uh-oh. No, it's not.
Uh-oh,
Which
no
is
worries.
weird. Oh, there we are.
There you are. Hello. How's your
Hello.
day going?
Great.
Awesome to hear. So I just introduced you a little bit and I told everybody that you have a degree in early childhood education. And I was just explaining how you're also in a bachelor's program for child and youth studies, which I think is great. And it so goes along with like what types of classes you teach. So if you could just like a little bit like introduce yourself and tell like who you are and what you do. We're so excited to have you.
Yeah, actually, I graduated already with my bachelor's in education and with a
Awesome.
focus on special education.
Oh, yay.
And so I've been a paraprofessional for the last 5 years, hoping to make the transition to working from home.
Cool.
But I've been working with kids for over the last 20 some years, doing
Wow.
social work, preschool,
Wow.
special ed. I've kind of just done an array of different things, but I've worked in Head Start and daycares
Oh,
and just a variety of different roles.
that's so amazing. And that so like fits your personality because I just love how like caring you are. Like every time we talk on our like teacher talk Thursdays and things, you're just so like lovable and you're just so warm. And that definitely goes along. And I'm sure you are great with special education. And congratulations on your degree. That's really
Thank you.
wonderful. So tell us a little bit like what types of classes are you passionate about teaching?
Well, I love to do writing, a lot of writing, a lot of spelling. I love to see the creativity come out of kids.
Oh, so
And
much.
I love to see where their thoughts are. I love to see, I like to give prompts. I like to give
Yeah.
very minimal prompts because
Oh,
I want to see the thoughts that they come up with. What are the
yes.
stories? I don't like to see the everyday, run of the mill kind of things. I want to see where their thoughts
Yes.
go.
Like
What
the
can they come up?
in-depth.
Yeah, where's their imagination? What kind of stories can they come up with? What kind of things can they come up with? Do they want to have dogs fly to Mars? I
I
had
love
one
it.
student write a story that when, the dog swallowed this and then flew on a rocket and went to Mars and built a house for the alien. And it was
Oh my
just, it
goodness.
was fun to see their thought process. But
Oh,
it was so thought out that it was just like, wow, okay,
wow.
I get it. But
Yes.
it's just fun. At the same time, giving them some guidelines of what to do, but just wanting to do that. But I also do like math and spelling because I want to see their progress. I just had two girls that they're smarter than me. They were teaching me how to spell
I
and they
love
were
it.
laughing. It was like, okay, how do we spell this word? They were just rambling it off
Oh
and they
my
were
gosh.
laughing. They were having so much fun.
That's so
And
great.
so when I told them that I needed harder words, they're like, oh, this is more fun. So
They're like,
it's just
no,
like, I
keep
like
it
to
how it
see,
is.
yeah. So I like to see their progress too, doing the math
Oh,
and the
that's so
spelling.
great. going back to your writing classes, I think it's such a great opportunity for kids to be able to express themselves, in their
Mhm.
imagination, and like you said, in those guidelines, of course, but just be able to, from the comfort of their own home, be able to jump on with you, a real life teacher, and be able to express themselves to their peers, like I said, from the comfort of their own home, and really immerse themselves into the world of writing. I remember when I was a kid, I loved writing. Like I used to write like spin-off Hunger Games fiction and
Mhm.
like just all this stuff. And I just remember being so passionate about it, and knowing that if it wasn't good writing, that it was still okay because it was expression. And I appreciate, the teachers that I grew up with teaching me that as a writing student, it's okay to just do it and to get out there and express yourself, and write silly things, like the dog going to Mars, and I think that's just so special that we as teachers have that opportunity to provide a safe place for our students to express themselves in writing, and to just be able to dive into that. So I definitely think that's great, and I look up to you for that. That's phenomenal. I haven't done any writing classes yet, but if
Yeah,
I
I
do, I'll
just
take some advice.
well, I just think it's so fun and it gives them so many more options than having to, because when I was growing up, it was always answer these questions, follow these steps, and it was always so strict. And it was like, well,
Yes,
how can you be creative? And now when I look at the kids, and it's like, well, they have an opportunity to just go and
definitely.
see so many more opportunities for them, and
Yeah,
they enjoy it more.
it's such like a colorful, a really colorful thing that you're doing, and I think it's so great. So what like age ranges do you typically teach in like these writing and math classes and everything?
I like to do between 5 and 9.
Oh,
Sometimes I've gotten a little younger, which is okay, especially for like the words and the
yeah.
letters. The words and the letters I can do a little bit younger. For the writing, I like to stick between ages 6, 10. They get a little more creative and a little bit easier to teach.
I love it. That's so great. So like what some of the things as a kids connected teacher, because I was explaining to them that you've been here for a few months, what are some of the things that you really enjoy about Kids Connected, and what do you like about us as a platform and a site?
I like the flexible schedule and the
Definitely.
families and the kids. I mean, the title is Kids Connected, and I'm feeling really connected to the kids and the
Oh,
families. I mean, one example is I could send, the kids really talk about who they are, what they like, and you get to know them. And one night I was online and I found a site for um, watching live cams at an
oh,
aquarium. And so I sent it to the parents, said, hey, I was thinking of so and so this evening as I was watching the live
oh,
cams and thought they may enjoy it. And mom was just like, oh my gosh. And so when I saw those students, they were like, that was so awesome.
oh,
Thank
that's so
you.
great.
And so
Yes.
they were really happy to get that. And so it's
Oh,
just like you get to know them on a really personal level. And
yes,
so
and
it really
going
does
back
fit.
to that name of like Kids Connected, it really takes amazing teachers like yourself to create this community of teachers. And
Mhm.
I always revel in how amazing it is that we can do this from the comfort of our own homes, and do it over the web, and still immerse the kids and still be a part of their lives and still have that relationship with them. And I just think that's so great, like what you had just said about sending the kids things that you had thought, that's so cool that you
You
create that
still
like
get
intimate friendship with all the kids. I think that's
Yeah,
great.
and you still get to know them based on what they do in their writing, in their conversations. I have book
Definitely.
clubs and they bring their little friends, their stuffed animals to the book club. And so I'm getting to know them. And so when I see things, I think of them.
Yes. And I think there's so much like a stigma a lot of times where like people that haven't seen an online class and that don't have their kids enrolled in a class, they assume that like as online instructors, we're not able to connect with their kids virtually. And I just want to speak to like how much, especially for my students, how much I have connected with them and how much I have connected with their parents. And I really think that it's such like, it's not very well understood, like the online community, unless you try a class and unless you really try to get connected to the community.
And I think over the last year with the pandemic and distance learning, I think that really changed. I
Definitely.
think for some parents that thought process really did change because they saw
Yes.
how teachers were still staying connected. And for someone who did distance teach over the last year with students, people saw really how connected we did stay.
Yes.
And it was an amazing process.
I definitely 100% agree.
Mhm.
So like for the future, do you have any like future Kids Connected classes that you want our audience to look out for or look
Well,
for?
I have book clubs coming up, Owl Diaries.
Awesome.
I'm continuing with that. Those have been big hits. Kids tend to bring their friends, their little stuffed animal friends. I always have friends
So great.
visiting those classes. That's awesome. And I have math classes. I have some writing classes coming up. And I'm hoping that if I for sure make this transition to work from home, that I can make more seasonal classes.
Yay!
So
I know we definitely all want to see your classes and we get such amazing feedback from all of our parents. So thank you so much for joining. We're all out of
thank you.
time, but I appreciate it. And I'm so thankful for this opportunity that the parents got to see you and talk. And just thank you for your time.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Of course, talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.